Welcome back, and welcome to those of you who are new to me this week. My name is Sara Ivanhoe, and I am the yoga director here at USC. And this is a series on yoga for stress relief. Just feels like a very poignant topic every single week. It seems like a new crazy thing in the world to be stressed about. So we sort of put it under the framework of stress relief so that we don't feel pressure to work out. We don't feel pressure to get more flexible. There's no pressure to do anything here. We want this hour to be sort of our sacred, dedicated oasis, our 1 hour of the week that we really dedicate to self-care. So as we do the practice today, we're going to be moving and breathing and all sorts of stuff. But please do that through your own lens of what's going to be feeling good to me, what's going to have me feeling less stressed. So if we're doing something and it's stressing you out to do it, then just dial it down a little bit so that it doesn't stress you out. That's the game for today, okay? So let's take a comfortable seat. Allow yourself to grow tall through the top of your head. Allow your eyes to close. For those of you that learn the Ujjayi breathing, in and out through your nose, soft, hollow sound in the back of the throat. Let's allow the eyes to open. Take the hands out to the sides. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Bring the palms together and let's go out through the mouth, palms to the heart, out through the mouth. Big sigh of relief. Let's do that 2 more times. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Palms to the heart. And then keep your feet just as they are. Take the hands to the floor in front of you and slowly walk the hands forward. So I'm only about halfway down right now, but I'm going to keep my arms straight. I'm going to allow my head to drop. So I'm not even feeling this in my hips or my legs yet. I'm letting my head drop so I start to feel it in the back of the neck. Drop your head. Feel length in the back of the neck and then start to send breath into the back of the neck. Maybe go down a couple of inches lower. Again, send breath into the back of the neck. And go to whatever is the lowest that's going to feel good to you without tensing up. Again, your head is dropping. Send breath into the back of the neck. And then come all the way back up. And let's change the crossings of the legs. So whatever foot is on top or in front, the other one on top in front, and we'll get that whole thing on the other side. Arms out to the sides, enough deep breath in through the nose. And then a clearing breath out through the mouth. Clear out the week. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose. Think of something that's been stressing you out and get rid of it out through the mouth.
Sing yoga.
Hi, Ruby. I think that we might need to put somebody onto mute. Thank you. Okay, and then slide the hands forward, although I love knowing that I've got people out there with me. So the hands are forward. I'm about halfway down. Just drop the head gently. So you feel that gentle tug in the back of the neck. Close your mouth and send breath into the back of the neck. And go down a couple more inches. Again, your focus is clearing the tightness, the stickiness out of the back of the neck right now. Go to your lowest easy capacity. Again, drop your chin and mentally clear tension from the back of the neck. Excellent. And then come on up. Okay, great. Let's do little shoulder rolls up, back, and around. And then let's roll the shoulders the other direction. Great, a little neck rolls. Head up and around a couple of times. And then let's go the other way. Feeling better already? Okay, great. Let's just turn to the side and take the legs out in front of us and squeeze your legs straight. Start with some just little ankle circles, rolling the feet out and around. And then in towards each other. Great. And then let's just go, one of them points, one of them flexes. Let's just go back and forth a couple times. Excellent. I'm going to pick my right knee up to the ceiling and I'm going to cross my right foot over my left leg. Left leg is squeezing straight. I'm going to start by pressing the floor behind me so I can get length in the spine. And I'm going to take an easy twist here. So just going to ask yourself, is this already a lot on my spine? Do I already feel really twisted here? If you want to feel a little bit more, you can take this arm up and over. But don't go too crazy. We're just getting warmed up here. Close your eyes. We'll take a few breaths here. And listen to the sound of your breath. And if it's sticky, try to smooth it out. And then gently release. You're going to take this bent right knee up to the right, and then we're going to square ourselves to the left leg. And I'm going to just gently climb myself over this left leg here. And I'm keeping my spine pretty straight today. And again, I'd like you to just try this move. In the yoga system, we call this Jalandhara Bandha. My spine is straight. I'm just going to draw my chin into the body. It's a way of sort of preserving energy in the throat center and of lengthening the neck. So I'm not rounded down. My spine is straight, but I'm lengthening the back of the neck. And then close your eyes, take a couple more breaths. Same thing we did before. Visualize the back of the neck. And use the breath to clear out the back of the neck. Okay, and then come on up. Excellent. Gonna hug both knees in. Let's get side two. I'm gonna squeeze my right leg forward, pick my left foot up over the side. Start with the hands behind me to get length in the spine. And then I'm gonna grab onto the knee, pull myself in. And if you feel comfortable, you can go get your arm on the outside of the leg. Close the eyes, close the mouth, and listen to the sound of the breath. The sound of the breath will teach you a lot if you risk taking the time to listen to it. And then gently release a twist. Let's take that left knee over to the left. Flex that right foot. Now again, remember, I'm going for a straight spine. So I'm not rounded today. Sometimes we round. I'm going for a straight spine. I'm just going to walk myself as far over as feels comfortable to me. Keep the spine straight and just to draw the chin in and up. Close your eyes, close your mouth. Now for a moment, you can breathe into the back of the neck. Any tension, stress in the back of the neck or the base of the skull, try to clear that out. Okay, and release. Again, take both legs forward and just move them around. And we're going to take, it's called Tarasana. So I'm going to take my knees open and my feet together, but I'm not bringing them in. I'm actually keeping them as far away from me as I can, but the feet still come together like so, okay? And then again, I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to reach my body forward. So we're doing the same movement over and over again, and I want you guys to really start to be aware of. I lengthen my spine. I'm almost sticking my chest up, but I'm drawing my chin in. So the back of the neck lengthens. And this time, bring your attention to your throat and this action of pulling your chin into the throat. So as you do that, most of us are giving a lot of energy away through talking all day long. We really deplete our own life force energy by just like, just talking too much. So for a moment, pull your chin in, but soften your jaw. A couple more breaths here. Try to soften the inside of your mouth. If it feels comfortable to take your arms forward, you may do that. I'm going to allow you to come to your comfortable sort of full expression of this pose. If it feels comfortable to go all the way down, do. But close your eyes. Bring your attention to the inside of your mouth and try softening the inside of your mouth. Soften your teeth. Slowly come up. Excellent. And then I'll have you cross your legs and take your hands forward and come onto hands and knees. So we'll do our trusted cat-cow. We do this in pretty much every class. So you're going to lift your sit bones up, your chest up on the inhale. And then round your spine, pull your belly in, exhale. And keep going, inhaling and exhaling on your own a few times. And then let's come to neutral spine and hold it here. And we'll pick up the right arm and left leg. Right arm, left leg. And release it down, and side two. Left arm, right leg. Great, and then release that down. And then from here, you're going to take your right arm all the way forward, stretch it in front of you, pull your hips up and back, and then take your left hand, your forearm parallel, perpendicular to your forehead. So you can rest your forehead on your left forearm, stretch your right fingertips forward and pull your hips up and back. So I'm getting a divine stretch on my whole right side. Okay, and then release. And then I'm going to take that on side two. So stretch that left hand forward. Excellent. Okay, and now we're going to do both forearms. So bring our elbows to the floor, bring the palms together, facing fingertips facing the ceiling. Pull your hips up and back. I'm going to bring my forehead towards the floor, my fingertips to the ceiling. I pull my belly in, so I'm not just jamming my lower back here. Oh my God, this crazy shoulder stretch. Yes, excellent. And then release it, and then bring the forearms down to the floor, and we're going to slide right into a Sphinx pose. So I've got my forearms on the ground, push my feet down, push my tailbone down. I'm going to pull my chest up out of the shoulders. Just for a moment, close your eyes and allow this to cook. Close your eyes, close your mouth, and breathe. And do what you can do to aim the curve out of your lower spine, higher into your chest. Okay, I'll allow the eyes to open. Now slide the hands all the way forward, your feet all the way back. Let's pick up just a couple inches up off the floor, the right hand and left foot. Pick them up off the floor and reach them up and away from each other. So I'm strengthening the back body. And then release it down. Let's take the left arm, right leg, pick it up and out. And then release that down. And now bring your arms into sort of a T shape. And you want to really squeeze this tailbone down to get out of that low back. And then lift up your head, your shoulders, and the arms. Try this. This is kind of going to kill you, but it's good for you. Elbows lower, fingertips higher. And now do that same thing, that chin in to lengthen the back of the neck. I know this is really challenging, but it's going to strengthen you in all of the safe, good ways. Okay, and then release. Just make a pillow with your hand for a second to take a break there. Whoa, that was a lot. Bring the arms down by your sides. Fingertips point down towards your toes. So lift up your head, your shoulders, and now your arms. And now try picking your legs up off the floor. Maybe squeeze them together. Give your toes a little wiggle. Couple of breaths here. Okay, and then release it down. Let's take a well-deserved child's pose after that. Go ahead and take your hips all the way back to your heels. Bring the forehead to the floor, your chin in slightly. Let's give this just a moment. As you rest here in child's pose, I want you to bring your attention to, again, the back of your neck and the inside of your mouth. How can you release and relax your neck and mouth? Okay, let's come on to hands and knees one more time. So we're going to repeat the action we did before. You're going to pick up your right arm and your left leg. But now, if you like, you can take your right hand, reach back, grab for your left foot, and then kick that foot up and back, lifting you up into a back bend. Main thing is not to snap on your way out, right? Like release it. Get length, extend, and then come on down. Let's get side two. Left arm, right leg. Pick that up. Gently reach back, grab for the foot maybe, and then the foot's going to kick up and back. Okay, and then get your length first. And then release. Good job. Curl your toes under. Let's press back to downward facing dog. Oh, that feels good. And try pedaling the legs. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Okay, and then walk the feet towards the hands, hands towards the feet. Feet are hip distance. You're going to bend your knees. Each hand grabs an elbow. And let's just hang here. Give your head a big shake no. And now give your head a big nod. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And let the whole body sort of jiggle and wiggle with the yes. Go with the yes. And then for a moment, just sigh out, relax your arms. Remember, you're here to release the stuff that's stressing you out. Get it out. Bring the hands onto your shins, just below your kneecaps. Pull your chest forward. That's an inhale. And then exhale, slide your hands down the legs. Let your head drop. Pull yourself in like a wave. A few times like that. Inhale. Exhale. When you inhale, new fresh energy comes in. When you exhale, exhale out that which does not serve. Hands floor, forward, and again, take the legs back in down dog. Give yourself a nice little pedal with the legs. Now we're going to take that right foot up to your hands. Stay balanced on the back toes. Drop your hips down, pull your chest forward, and just sink into a lunge here. Now again, remember our sort of physical theme of the day is this pulling of the chin in so that the back of the neck lengthens. And we send breath into the back of the neck. And right now, imagine those two bumps right at the base of the skull. Okay, and then back to down dog, and let's move right into side two. Again, pull the chin in, bring that energy and attention to the back of the neck, base of the skull. And back to down dog. Let's come back into that forward bend, the hands to the feet to the hands. Try interlacing your fingers behind you. Let's take the arms up to the ceiling and forward towards the floor in front of you. Give the arms a good squeeze. Again, pull the chin in. See what happens to the back of the neck when you just pull the chin in. Sometimes I feel like my eyes even soften there. Then release the arms all the way down now. Let's again come into that lunge with that right foot forward and the left foot back. This time, let's take that left arm to the ground, right hand to the ceiling. Lots of deep breaths here. And release. And push back to down dog and take side two. We've got that right arm down, left arm up. Okay, and then again, back to down dog. Great. Pedal the legs. Again, you're gonna go feet to the hands, hands to the feet. This time coming into a squat. So take your toes out to the sides, your heels, the center. I'm gonna start very lifted with my chest, using my arms to squeeze my knees out to the sides. Gonna slowly lower the heels down. Whoop, yep. And keep my upper body lifted. So notice how long and straight I am in my spine. Again, I'm going to pull my chin in, lengthening the back of the neck. Sometimes I can feel this all the way in between my shoulder blades. Again, I'm going to push forward to down dog, hands to the floor, and take my feet back. I'm going to head lower all the way down to the knees, all the way down to my belly. Instead, I'm going to take a low Cobra. So my hands are here by my sides. I'm going to hug my elbows in and just lift up. First one without using my hands. Again, lengthen the back of the neck, just feeling the strength of the body. And then lower. And now this time I'm going to use my arms a little. So I'm going to elbows hug in, shoulders shrug. I'm going to push with my hands a little bit, but I keep my shoulders squeezing together behind me. I keep my belly in and my legs very firm, so my toes are pressing down through the ground as if I could kick them through the floor. And then lower all the way down to the belly. This time I'm going to take an upward dog. So upward dog, the thighs actually come off the floor and the arms straighten. So go ahead and watch me if you like. We can start with a low Cobra, no hands. And then I'm going to move into a high Cobra with hands. And then upward dog, I actually push through my hands and lift my legs up off the floor. So upward dog, arms are straight, legs off the floor. And then I'm going to lower all the way down onto my belly. And then, oh my God, the last one I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna keep the thighs on the floor and the knees are gonna bend. So let's just start as we have been. Start with a low cobra, move into the high cobra, go as high as feels comfortable to you. Keep your belly in and the tailbone pinned. And then if you feel moved to, you can bend your knees, bring the big toes together. And I'm not even close, but you try to get your feet to your head and your head to your feet. And I'll never make it, and I'll enjoy trying. Okay, that's enough back bending for me. Land on your belly. I'm going to push back into a Vajrasana, a kneeling position. Whew. A lot on the back for me, a lot on the wrists. So to counterpose that, I'm going to take my right arm up over my head, bend at my right elbow, and just give a nice shoulder stretch. You close the eyes and soften your teeth. And then gently release the arm. And let's get side two. Left arm up and that elbow bends. Okay, great. I'm going to do another shoulder stretch for that back bending. Take the right arm up in front of you. The left arm wraps under and around. I'm going to lift my arms up away from my face, and I'm going to drop my head now into my arms. So this is, again, a big back of the neck, weaker upper. Feel the back of the neck. Send breath into it and clear out the week, the month, the year, the whole pandemic. Just clear it out of your neck. Open the eyes, release your arms. Let's get side two. Left arm's coming up, right arm's coming under, around, lift them up, and then drop the face in. Great, and then release. If kneeling doesn't feel good to you, you can come to a regular seated position. What I want to do now is to just pause and give us a little jaw massage. Like I said, the focus is this area today. So we're just going to start massaging the big sort of thick muscular part of the jaw. That's right where the jaw and the ear sort of meet. And I'm just kind of get way in there and feels kind of griggly and grounded. I'm getting all that muscle out there. I'm moving down towards my chin. And sometimes I'll do like little piano fingers. I'll get above the lips, moving the little piano fingers. Piano fingers are great for the cheekbones, getting in the cheekbones here. And I move up to the temples. I often will move into little circles. Then I am going to move those piano fingers to my forehead, down my nose, just kind of clearing the sinuses. Okay, great. Tension out of that. So again, most of us are just like, we're doing all these Zooms, we're talking all day. A lot of stuff happening in the throat, or we're forcing ourselves not to say stuff. A lot of tension and stuff in the jaw. So we want to always work on releasing that jaw. Okay, let's slide back into down dog. We're gonna, now that our jaw is nice and open, let's just come back in here and get that moving. So you'll take the right foot up to your hands and the left knee to the floor. And sink the hips forward and down. Take your body up onto that right thigh. Kind of hold here, or if you want, you can take your arms up over your head. Bring the hands down. You're going to slide your right foot further forward and then flex your right foot, straighten your right leg, pull the hips back and take a nice easy forward bend over your straight front leg. And then you're going to take your right heel to the outside of your left hip. Bring both feet out to the sides and lower yourself all the way down in between your legs. You're going to pick this right knee to the ceiling and the right foot to the outside of that knee. Now, when we started out, we did a twist like this, but this foot was straight ahead. This is going to be a deeper twist, right? So we lengthen the spine up. And you can grab onto the leg like so, or if you're feeling a little more flexibility, you take the arm to the outside of the leg. Lift your chest up, but your chin down, right? Chest up, chin down, gaze to the right, close your eyes, soften the mouth, soften the throat. We're just going to release the arms, take the legs forward into a Navasana boat just for a moment, and then cross the legs. We're back to down dog. We're going to get that whole thing on side 2. Take that left foot all the way forward. Bring the right knee to the floor. Come up onto that left thigh and or arms up over your head. Great. Release the hands down. Take that left foot further forward. Flex the foot. Drop the head. Now again, we're here to relieve stress, not create it. This is a pretty big, intense stretch on that left hamstring. So if, as you're doing it, you find that you're starting to get tense about it, it just means you're in there too far. So just do less of a stretch, and you'll find that your tension levels ease off. Okay, and then left heel to the outside of your right hip. Take the feet out to the sides, lower yourself down. I'm going to take your left knee straight up to the ceiling. Great. So we started by getting length in the spine. You're going to pull that thigh in for the twist here. And then if it feels comfortable, you can climb to the outside of the leg into a much deeper twist. And then gently release. As we did before, we're going to go right back into a Navasana. Yes, you can, of course, bend your knees if you need to, just waking the belly up here. And any kind of stagnation we have in the belly from just kind of hunching forward all day, it's good to wake that up. Cross the legs, take your arms forward, back to down dog. And we're going to do another series starting back on side 1. So right foot forward, left knee comes down. Again, you're going to take your arms up over your head. This time we're moving into a twist. So the outside of the left arm to the outside of the right thigh. Lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Couple breaths here. And then release the hands to the floor. We're going to move right into single pigeon. So my right heel is going to go to the left. My right knee out to the side. Just one breath to lengthen here. And then fold forward in pigeon. So mostly you want to feel this in your right hip glute area. Okay, and then from here, you're going to come back up on your hands. Keep your legs as they are. You want to take your right hand a little closer in, come up on the right fingertips. You can either stay here, or I'm going to, with my left hand, reach back, grab for my left foot, and give myself a little bit of a quad stretch. Quads get very tight. Nobody likes stretching their quads. No one, no one. Okay, and then gently release. You're going to use your hands to push up, and you're going to take this right leg back to the outside of the left hip. And then we're going to take the feet out to the side and move into Gomukasana legs. So my knees are lined up, my feet out to the side, and I'm just going to lower myself straight down here. And this is a great one for feeling the chin pull in and the back of the neck release. Great. Just as I thought, go ahead and come on up. Once again, take the legs out in front of you, just waking up the center of the body a little. And then cross the legs. We'll come right back into down dog. Let's get this sequence on side 2. Give down dog a good squeeze, and then left leg up to the hands, left foot to the hands, right knee to the floor. Sweep the arms up in that low lunge, and then palms to the heart and into the twist. Okay, and then release. Left heel to the outside of the right hip and into the pigeon pose. Just give yourself one lift up to lengthen the spine, and then down and into it. Come on up. And then again, this is plenty of work here. If you want, you take your left hand to the center and reach back and grab for your right foot. And then release it. Press through the hands, and you're going to take that left heel to the outside of the right hip, right foot out to the side, and lower yourself straight down the center. Great for a Gomukasana cow pose. Okay, excellent. Come on up. Let's go ahead and now turn to the side. It's going to feel really good to counterpose what we've just done. Just take the legs out to the side. And you don't want to push. It doesn't matter how far they go here. We just want to stretch out what we've just done. Let's start by going to one side and just gently a little bit of a side bend. All the way up and over to the other side. And then come on up. Let's try the inside of the leg. Yeah, mostly focus on your chest, lifting. Not so important how far over this arm goes, right? More important that the chest stays lifted. Just don't want to be hunching. We'll do that enough. Come on up. And then we'll move into side two. So start with the forearm down. Lift. Great. Then come all the way up. We're going to go down center, but again, I want to just start where we only go maybe halfway. So just go about halfway and then try that same move we started the class with, where we pull the chin into the body and lengthen the back of the neck. The chin pulls into the throat and the back of the neck is long. When I do that, I feel a pull in the back of the neck, and then I send breath energy into that pull. And I can start to feel it in between my shoulder blades. I'm going to lower down a few more inches. As I feel it in between the shoulder blades, I'm going to send breath energy there. And then just keep sort of moving into that as far as feels comfortable to you. We're going to let this cook for a little bit. Again, you want to soften the inside of your mouth. Soften your teeth. Okay, great. Go ahead and come on up. We're going to take a bridge pose so that we can really sort of feel the length in the back of the neck here. So come onto your back, bring your feet to the floor, hip distance parallel with your knees up. Arms are down by the sides like this. Now, again, we don't want to cram the back of the neck straight, all right? The neck does have a natural curve in it, and you don't want to ever be like flattening, straightening the neck out and putting pressure on it. It's just for a moment or two when there's no pressure on it, to just sort of stretch it out and lengthen it. But when you're on your back, you don't ever want to smash the back of your neck flat. Like that's a big no-no for your neck. So you want to leave your chin lifted slightly here. But I do just want us to feel that, you know, this is a sort of a moment to soften the throat and to feel awakening in the back of our neck. So let's push down through the inner edges of our feet, take the hips up into bridge pose, and let's start with one with the arms up over the head. It's a little bit softer. You can pull the chin in slightly, but don't crank on it. And just imagine that the throat is releasing tension and building new, fresh energy. And then slowly release your hips down, one vertebrae at a time. Release your hands down, arms down by your sides. Great. Let's move into round two. We're going to push down through the feet, take the hips up. This time you're going to interlace your fingers underneath your hips. So I do this kind of wriggling movement where I get all the kind of fleshy stuff of my arms underneath my arms. Squeeze my fingers together, press the hands into the floor, and the hips lift up to the ceiling. Now, can you do all this without grinding your teeth, without tightening your face? Mouth is closed, ujjayi breathing. And release your hands out to the side and slowly lower the hips. We're going to do one last round and then we'll be done. Press down through the feet. Take the hips to the ceiling. Again, do that thing where you interlace your fingers underneath you. Wriggle elbows, shoulders together. This time we're going to bring the feet all the way together. Push down through the left foot. Bring your right knee into the chest. Right foot to the ceiling. If that's comfortable for you, release the right foot down. Take that left knee into the chest. Left foot to the ceiling. Release the left foot down. Bring your feet back to hip distance. That's very important. Release your hands now, and then slowly lower the hips down. Excellent. We're going to take a thread the needle pose. So I'm going to take the outside of the right ankle onto the left thigh. My right foot is flexed. I'm going to reach my legs up to my face, and my hands reach through the hole here. My right hand goes underneath through the hole. I'm going to grab onto that left leg. My right foot is flexed like crazy. I'm just going to let this cook in my right hip. Right away, bring your attention again to your jaw and your throat. Hands are going to release. Let's get side two. Outside of the left ankle onto the right thigh. And then pull that right thigh in. Softening the teeth and the face. When you release, remember just not snapping out of any yoga pose. Just come out slowly. That's a safe way to go. Keep your right knee hugged in. Sit your left leg flat on the floor. We're going to do one final twist and then we're resting. So right knee is going to go all the way across the body to the floor on the left side. Stretch your right arm to the right. Look out over the right shoulder. Hug both knees back up into the chest. Let's get the twist on side two. Left knee hugs in. Stretch your right leg flat. Over on side two, left knee to the outside of the right hip. Left arm goes to the left. Look out over the left shoulder. Softening your tongue. And the knees to your chest. And then taking the legs all the way flat on the floor for Shavasana. So take the feet and legs, let them flop open in full relaxation. Arms will come out to the sides. Give your fingers a little wiggle. And when they're really relaxed, they will just kind of bounce in. Move your face around, jaw around. Take a big yawn. Oh, it feels so good. Let your face and jaw become still and soft now. Your eyes close and allow your eyes to soften. And allow your breathing to move into a natural, easy flow. With your eyes closed, really relax your feet, both feet, letting them flop open. And bring your awareness to your lower legs. Upper legs. In your hips and pelvis. Feel your torso rise and fall with the breath. Be aware of your shoulders getting heavy. Upper arms, lower arms, and hands. Now bring your awareness to your neck and throat. Neck and throat softens and releases. Noticing the inside of your mouth, relaxing. Cheeks and lips getting heavy. Allow your eyes to become heavy. Allow your whole face to soften. The head gets heavy. And take one last deep breath, allowing yourselves to come back. So you can stay here in a nice relaxed position, or feel free to join me in seated. Thank you all so much for joining today. We've got a full few weeks. I think we've got maybe 3 more of these sessions, something like that. Maybe 3 or 4 more of these. So I look forward to joining you, helping to clear out the stress. Feel free to email me if you have questions or requests or anything else that you'd like. Otherwise, I wish you all a peaceful and smoothly, easily flowing week. Thanks so much. Have a good night.